everyone, it's Gee Shepard here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of this laser I bought from this website called dinodirect.com. This laser is supposedly a 50 milliwatt laser, and one can only hope so. I got it for about $20 on the site, and it arrived here in about a week and a half. Now this thing is actually pretty bright because, like I said, it's 50 milliwatts. And that's a lot more powerful than your average toy red laser, which has less than a milliwatt of power. Another good thing about this laser is that it doesn't take those expensive small batteries you have to use on the little toy ones. It actually takes AAA batteries, which is nice because, as I'm sure most of you know, is a really common and cheap battery. So when it does run out of juice, you don't have to pay $10 for 2 new batteries. And the batteries go negative first, in case you're wondering. I had also bought a 5 milliwatt laser from an electronics store before, and that was $20. So for the same price, you get an extra 45 milliwatts, which is a lot. Another cool thing about this laser is that it has 4 interchangeable heads that have kaleidoscopes in them. So when you put them on, they make cool little patterns. And the head of the kaleidoscopes turn to change the pattern as well. The first one is a little circular pattern, nothing too special really. The next one just makes a bunch of green dots, and when you turn the head, it's like they have a bunch of little dot babies. And then they all decide to come together again and be with their congested dot families. The third one is a bunch of dots as well, and they kind of make a rectangular shape. Nothing too incredibly special about this one either. The last one is my favorite though. When you put it on, it makes this overlapping circles with a line through it. The main reason I like this one is because it kind of looks 3D in the dark. Speaking of the dark, let's see how this laser beam looks in the dark. Now when I took it outside, you could see the beam at night. You could easily point out a star or whatever. Or show someone that UFO you think you see, so that people will finally stop thinking you're a crazy person. And as you can see for the little dot on the tree down my street, this thing can go pretty far. It's great for when you're in movie theaters and you want to piss people off. Now I know it's a little hard to see with the camera, but this laser is lighting up my hallway pretty good. And you can see by the reflection it gives off from the ceiling onto my clock. And since my camera can't pick up the light it gives off as well as the human eye can see, I used my other camera with a high sensitivity feature turned on and took a picture in the dark. This is the actual light it gives off at night. And as you can tell, it gives off enough light so that you can see my laptop pretty clearly. So it could work as a nightlight as well if you want. One of the problems I had with it though is that the interchangeable heads are sometimes difficult to take off, and I had to use pliers to get them off, so don't put it on too tight. And another problem I had is that I had a laser like this before and the button on the top wore out, so it doesn't work as well anymore. Don't know if that'll happen to this one though. And the brightness of the beam is sometimes inconsistent. It's like it's really bright when it first turns on, as you can see with the kaleidoscope I put on here, but then it dims back down. This was with new batteries too, so I don't know if it loses its strength when it dims down, or if it's the actual brightness of the laser when it dims. It is still fairly bright though nonetheless. And the last thing, this laser doesn't emit any heat from the beam for those of you that are wondering. So don't be expecting to go pop any balloons or burn matches anytime soon with this thing. So what would I rate this thing? I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because it's bright, cheap, takes AAA batteries, and it has the cool kaleidoscopes. But that's all I have to talk about, and that's the end of my review. And if you like the laser, just click on the annotation or the link below to check it out. And thanks